Listen. Tonight, you will hear a story many in the village refuse to tell. A story of love that turned into fear. A wedding that became a funeral of peace. And a bride. A beautiful bride. Who walked towards joy. And disappeared into mystery. Some say she was taken by spirits. Some say she ran into the forest. But the truth sleeps in the shadows. And tonight, we will wake it. Far away, beyond wide rivers and tall forests, there lived a peaceful village called Umioma. It was a place of strong traditions, laughter, and unity. In this village lived a young woman named Adana, the most beautiful daughter the land had ever seen. Her smile could calm storms. Her voice could melt anger. And her kindness touched every heart. She was humble, respectful, and gentle like the mothers before her. Her parents, Chief Okri and Mama Nena, loved her deeply. The elders always said, "This girl is chosen by destiny." In the same village lived Obina, a brave hunter, a hardworking farmer, and a man of pure heart. He loved Adana with everything inside him. They grew up together. They laughed together. They shared dreams under the moonlight. Soon, talks of marriage began. Songs of celebration filled the air. Joy danced across the village like flames on a festival night. The elders blessed the marriage. The families agreed. The wedding day was set. And the whole village waited with happiness and excitement. But days before the wedding, strange things began to happen. A cold wind began to blow at night. Old women dreamt of shadows walking behind Adana. Birds stopped singing when she passed by. And one afternoon, a mysterious old woman dressed in black appeared at the market, looked at Adana, and whispered, "The bride belongs to another world." Then she disappeared. Adana herself began to change. Sometimes she stared into empty space. Sometimes she spoke to no one. Sometimes tears rolled down her face even when she did not know why. But everyone ignored the signs. They believed love was stronger than fear. They believed nothing could stop this wedding. They were wrong. At last, the wedding day arrived. Drums rolled loudly. Women danced beautifully. Men laughed with excitement. Children ran around happily. Adana stepped out in her wedding attire and looked like a queen from another world. But her eyes were heavy, like a storm hiding behind a calm sky. As she walked to the ceremony ground, the wind slowly changed. The clouds gathered. The sky began to darken. Still, the drums continued. The dancing continued. The celebration continued until the unthinkable happened. Just a few steps before her vows, Adana disappeared. No scream. No cry. No sound. No trace. One moment she was there. The next moment, she was gone. People shouted her name. Women fainted in fear. Men ran in confusion. The drum stopped. Silence swallowed the village like darkness swallows light. Hours passed. Then night came. Still, Adana did not return. Fear rested heavily on every heart. The elders gathered quickly. They called the diviner. They visited the shrine. And the spirit priest spoke with a shaking voice. "She walks with spirits," he said. "She belongs to a forgotten promise. Until the past is healed, she will not return." Tears filled the village. Whispers of fear filled the air. And then a terrible truth was revealed. Long ago, generations before Adana was born, her ancestors made a covenant with the spirit world. A promise that the first daughter of the bloodline belonged to the river goddess. But the family ignored it for years. They pretended it did not exist. They continued life as if nothing was owed. But spirits do not forget. And destiny does not sleep. Adana was the chosen child. Her life, her beauty, her destiny, was tied to the river spirit. On her wedding day, the spirits came to collect what they believed belonged to them. But Obina refused to give up. With tears burning his face, he swore, "Even if she is in the world of spirits, I will find her." He visited shrines. He prayed. He begged. He fasted. At last, the gods allowed him a chance. Go to the forest when the moon is full, they said. Follow the sound of crying water. When you see her, do not touch her unless your heart is free from fear. That night, Obinna walked alone into the forest. The moon watched him silently. The trees whispered. But his love was stronger than his fear. He walked until he heard it, the soft voice crying by the river. He followed the sound, and there she was. Adana sat beside the river, dressed in white, looking lost, trapped between two worlds. He called her name gently. She turned slowly, tears in her eyes. Obinna, she whispered, I am no longer yours. I belong to them. The river roared. The wind screamed. Shadows moved like living spirits. But Obinna did not run. He stood firm, and with a voice full of love, he said, No spirit can love you more than I do. No word can hold you stronger than my heart. If they must take someone, let them take me instead. The forest fell silent. The river calmed. Thunder rolled softly in the sky. Then a powerful presence filled the air. The river goddess, unseen, but deeply felt, spoke. Love, stronger than fear. A heart willing to sacrifice. This kind of love is rare. The ancient covenant broke. Adana fainted and fell into Obinna's arms. When she opened her eyes, she was human again. Free. Alive. Saved. At sunrise, they returned to the village. People screamed with joy. Women danced with tears. Drums returned louder than before. The village was alive again. But they did not continue the wedding that day. Instead, they celebrated life. They celebrated mercy. They celebrated love. Months passed. Peace returned. And when the time was right, Adana and Obinna finally married, not in fear, not in tears, but in deep peace. The village learned never to ignore the past. Never to joke with sacred promises. And never to doubt true love. For love, real love, can stand against spirits. It can silence storms. It can return what was lost. This is the story of the enigmatic bride. The bride who disappeared on her wedding day, but returned, stronger, wiser, and deeply loved. Listen, my wonderful viewers. If you enjoyed this story, do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing folktale stories like this. Your support helps us bring more powerful stories, more mystery, more culture, and more entertainment to you. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story.